Hello, good evening. Where's the trail? Obviously, I'm not actually on the trail right now, but I'm in my hotel room. I'm right off the trail. So, looks like you guys have already started talking, and I'm just doing this with my phone right now. So, it looks like I'm pretty behind. Wow, a lot of you have already been commenting. So I'm just gonna say really quick, hi to everyone. If I try to go through everyone, oh crap. If I try to go through everyone individually and say hi, it'll take up half the hour. So just a quick hi to everybody. I'm gonna start trying to go through comments and answer y'all's questions. First, I just want to also say that this is so much easier to just kind of do one of these, answer y'all's questions, and just to be able to interact with you all a little bit because when I'm on the trail and even when I go into town, it is almost impossible like to be able to reply to messages. I know a lot of y'all have been private messaging me, emailing me, and with Trail Magic offers. And first, I want to say I'm really, really thankful for that. Thank you for doing that. And I just apologize that I really haven't been able to respond much to anyone. It's just really overwhelming to keep up with all of that without basically trying to stay on my phone all the time. And pretty much for like most of the day when I'm hiking, I don't have my phone on. I mean, it's in airplane mode. So, anyway, I figured this would be a lot easier. So, maybe I'll do another one of these again later on, like in another state. But either way, I am done with Pennsylvania. I'm technically still in Pennsylvania, but I will be hitting New Jersey when I head back out. I am taking a 0 tomorrow, and then I'll be back on the trail Sunday. So just so y'all know, yes, that's where I'm at now. I finished Pennsylvania. You don't have to worry about the rocks or any of the, things that you've been questioning about there. I lived through and survived, and I'm not good at using this. Okay, so let's see here. Let's start at the beginning. Planner has asked, have you had any issues with ticks, and are you doing anything special to prevent them? So ticks are like the one bug that doesn't like me, which I'm very happy about. I've only seen one since I've been on the 18. No, I've seen two ticks on me since I've been on the AT, but they're just crawling on me. Like they never have I had one like buried in me or anything like that. I've been using a bug spray that has kind of like, it's like a more natural bug spray that has like peppermint oil and citronella and all that kind of stuff in it, which is supposed to be like the stuff they don't like. And I was using a essential peppermint oil at one point, and they really don't like peppermint. I don't know, but they don't like it. So it seems like it's working pretty good. I do still sometimes get bites, and that's just, I think, part of being out in the woods 12 hours every day. Minimum 12 hours every day. Love you. I love y'all. And there's my hubby. Oh, my hubby. How much do you miss your husband? Well, I miss him terribly. Oh my gosh, but I do talk to him more than anybody else. We talk at least usually about 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And so I'm very thankful that the AT has pretty freaking good Verizon service. Like, I've only had 2 days on the entire AT so far that did not have cell service. So, I love that. Okay. Albert Escalante asked, what was your best lookout you enjoyed seeing on trail? Oh gosh, like these questions I always feel so stumped because then I have to start remembering back to all the days and months I've been on the trail and what all I have seen. Oh gosh, let me think about it. I don't know. I'm trying to think because, what would be a favorite? See, sadly, I mean, because nothing's like popping out at me. I'm trying to remember Sorry, my mind's like, I'm trying to like hurry and make my brain like bring all those memories back, and like right this second I can't. Becky asked, how are nights sleeping? I would be scared cat with all the night noises. Honestly, you get pretty used to it. I don't really much like sleeping at a campsite alone. Even now, I mean, it's just not my favorite thing to do. I don't even know why. It's just maybe there's kind of that sense of loneliness. I don't know. I haven't done it a whole lot. Usually there's somebody else at the campsite. But honestly, I sleep pretty good. I mean, I don't sleep too bad. It's actually pretty good. Holly King, how is the collapsible nudging working when it's raining or when you don't want to get out of the tent to pee? I don't get out of the tent to pee ever. I always use it. And it works pretty good. I will say I got the 48 ounce, which is too long. I would have got the 32, which I did order. And I'm going to have my husband send it to me. So if you order it, I think a 32 ounce is plenty. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. You know, you just keep in mind, it's like peeing in a cup. So you gotta have good aim. But yeah, it's really awesome. Holly also asked us, do you miss seeing Dusty, Two Wheels, and Surefoot? Do you still keep in touch? I do miss them. Dusty has messaged me a little bit. I haven't actually talked with Two Wheels or Surefoot. But Dusty, she actually got off the trail. She really just missed her family too much. But she hiked 1,200 miles, so that's pretty impressive. You know, I mean, that's a lot of miles. So I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll get to see him again. That'd be kind of cool. Sorry, I'm like reading some of your all's comments, and I know I'm really behind here. Hi everyone. Irish asked, are you still enjoying the trail, the small things? I think I am. I know some people think I complain a lot or talk about stuff, but I'll be honest. I mean, I edit my videos and I kind of quickly watch them before I make them, like put them up, but I don't like sit and like thoroughly watch my videos. So I start to think, well, what was I like really like complaining in a video? But I think I do, because I video a lot of things. I video flowers and I video all the little animals and the insects. And I mean, gosh, if y'all watch my videos, you know I like to baby talk the animals and the insects. So I think I'm enjoying it. Yes. But I have to say just something which, you've heard me say. I think a lot of times when you watch YouTubers through like the AT or maybe other trails, you get kind of the impression that it's just sort of this romanticized, like extended day hike or overnight trip. And I don't want to burst anyone's bubble, because it's still an incredible experience, and I'm loving my experience. I really am. But it is a lot of work. I mean, when I say that, I mean it is a constant, all day, every day work. And that's, to some degree, becomes like all you think about. It's harder to enjoy things sometimes, when you're working so hard. So, I don't know. Hopefully that kind of answers it. So let's see here. Yeah, there were some storms. Honestly, it's not been that bad here. We haven't even had like thunder or lightning. It just rained. It really wasn't a big deal. I don't know how you can be so calm with that rattlesnake. You want to know how you become, I'm sorry if I'm shaking this. I've got it on this thing. How you become not scared of snakes and bears and things is research about them. Learn about their behaviors. Learn about their predicted behavior, how they are with people. I think you'll find that most animals are actually pretty passive, even rattlesnakes. For instance, when you hear a rattlesnake rattle, that's a good sign, because that means he wants you to know he's there, and he wants you to be like, hey, I'm here, don't bother me. That's a good sign. When they don't rattle, means they're probably going to strike you, possibly. I mean, and this is what I've read. I'm obviously not a snake expert, but you just try not to step on them. Like, that's the biggest kind of obstacle. And yes, I have seen snakes. Trail cats. I have seen snakes on the rocks. A few, yes. I know I'm so behind here. I gotta. Tammy Lambert, pack question. How is your current one doing? Will you be needing to find a new one? So I know that's a big topic on my YouTube videos, is my pack. And I understand why, because I have talked it to death. And that is because if you think about it, there's two things that you have that are like so important to a hike, and that is your shoes and your pack, because you're wearing it all the time, all day. So it's important to have something that's not literally causing you actual physical pain. And my first two packs were causing me like sharp pains. And obviously the first ULA was because I ordered it too small. And that's completely my fault, because I was trying to predict what I thought was wrong, which was silly, and I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, I got the other pack, and overall, it's a pretty good pack. I mean, like, I love the way it looks. I love all the accessories and stuff. I'm still, this part here, which I know I showed y'all in my videos, this is really pretty close. I have figured out a workaround, and just so y'all know, I do know how to pack a pack. My pack weight is already pretty freaking light. It ain't getting any lighter. There's no going any lighter. So this is it. I am trying to carry fewer days of food if I can. But I have very wide shoulders. If you look, I literally have like football shoulders. Like, I could never wear the shoulder pads in school because my shoulders. So with that being so close, it can sort of rub. But what I do is this chest strap, I keep it almost like completely loosened. And these are always up. Y'all said something about that in a video. But unfortunately, when you wear a pack for 12 hours a day, all this stuff just kind of does what it wants. Even when you put it up on your hips, it goes down. And because what happens is you get sweaty, or it rains, or whatever. You know, it's just the stuff in your pack settles. So, but overall, yes, it's been fine. It's been comfortable. It's not causing me any pains. So yes, it's gonna work, and I'm keeping it. So it's all good. It's all good. I've lost everybody's comments. I'm so behind here. I told y'all an hour, and then I can't keep up. I know I'm out of order with your all's questions. I'm gonna try to get to everybody's. Leanna Sloan, how do you stay motivated through the hard days? You just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And a lot of times I just take a rest break, and that helps. A lot of times I'll start listening to a podcast or something, and that helps. Sometimes I call my husband and I vent, and that helps. So, yeah, you just have to say, you know, I'm going to do this. I'm doing it. And a lot of times I try to find things that's coming up ahead, like whether it's the next day or a few days away, that I'm excited to see. And that helps, because then I'm like, I look forward to seeing those things. I'm so behind. I wish this thing made it a little easier. I feel like I'm putting my finger right on my... Sorry, I hate to say her like in quiet. I want to like talk as I'm scrolling, and I can't apparently do both at the same time. Oh, y'all are so sweet. I mean, I just want y'all to know how much all of your amazing comments mean to me, how much they help motivate me every day. Seriously, and I know I brought up, I had a couple, I mean, literally it was probably like 3 negative comments on my videos. And I emotionally overreacted to it. I was having I was really tired that day, and I knew I had to edit videos, and then I got on, and the first thing I saw was like these 3 back comments, and I was just like, ugh, why am I even, you know, so I later was like, well, I probably should have taken that out of the video, but, I don't know, you know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to start editing my videos, because that's kind of part of the whole journey. Joe Martin asked, what is your favorite trail meal? So this last time I was out, the videos aren't out yet. I took some of the, the gourmet meals like the mountain houses and some of the backcountry or whatever they were. I actually, like, I love those because, I don't know, like, they're just good. Like, on the trail, it's like eating a real meal. I love those things, but they're expensive, so they're almost $10 a piece. So I can't buy it all the time, but it's I do really like that. What's another favorite food right now for me? Tortillas, anything I can stick it in tortilla, honestly. I like the tortillas. I did pizza pretty recently. You'll see that in my upcoming videos. My daughter is texting me. Are you busy? Yes, honey, I am. I'll call you later. Donna Burns, my question is, what is your mileage as of right now? It's been incredibly varied. Pennsylvania really changed up my mileage because because of the rocks, and like I didn't know each day what was going to happen. I did do like 17 miles the other day. I did like 14 the other day. I mean, so it's kind of varied. I've done as much as 21 miles in a day. I've done as little as 6. So it's just kind of everywhere. I'm going to try to keep it at 15. That's what I would like to average, 15 miles at least, if I can. How far apart are the trailblazers from each other? Kelly Sachs. Oh, that varies, and it varies by state. Pennsylvania had good parts where they had a lot of blazes, and they had bad parts where nobody put blazes up, and that was kind of frustrating. So anything goes away. Really, YouTube. Bethany, how are you getting ready for the 100-mile wilderness? I'm hiking every day on the Appalachian Trail. Like, that's how I'm getting ready for it. Like, I mean, I'm going to hike until I get there, and then I'll hike it, It's, the one thing I've learned is that most people on some level kind of exaggerate things to be worse than they are, most things. So I'll just think the worst, and then I go out and find out it's not really that bad. SW, what part of the trail have you enjoyed, hated so far? So sadly, one of my least favorite parts of the trail was the part when you come out of North Carolina, like when you finish and cross the border in North Carolina, from that point to get to the Virginia state line, that part, that's Tennessee, that portion. And it was my least favorite section. It was very overgrown, very buggy. There wasn't a lot to see. It just wasn't, I didn't like it. My second least favorite part were not today, but the last 2 days in Pennsylvania. It was nothing but rock. There really was no views. So that's been my least favorite so far. Peekaboo, cockatiel, do you think a single 65-year-old woman could do it? Yes, there are women out there your age doing it now. And yeah, seriously. Billy Hoare, sorry, I don't know how you say your last name. What is your end date in Maine? I honestly don't have that. I would like to finish Katahdin by the end of September. That's my goal. Tracy Ingersoll, how are your feet doing? Do you have anything special for foot care? Okay, so yes. Shoot, I don't have my thing in front of me. Okay, first of all, my feet. Oh my gosh. Okay, everybody's feet are different, so I don't want to say, oh, here, use this shoe because whatever. But I've been using those Saucony Peregrines 8s. No, it's an older version. I've had 0 blisters. I've had 0 foot pains. Nothing. These shoes are amazing. I just finished Pennsylvania, and they're still holding up. And I'm gonna grab it real quick. They're wet because I washed them. But look at my shoes. Pennsylvania. Still have tread. No holes. I mean, these shoes rock. I love these shoes. So I love them so much. Seriously, I would be like a total sponsor for Saucony. because they've been amazing. But so basically what I do every night, I have this little roller. Look at this thing. I got it at the dollar store. The dollar store, $1. This thing is light as can be. It probably weighs 2 ounces. And I rub this, particularly right in the middle of my foot, like this. If this was my foot right here, I rub it really hard. I push down really hard, and that gets that tendon, like where a lot of people get plantar, whatever it's called. So anyway, I do that. I do it on my calves and my hamstrings, and it's basically, it acts like the rollers people use. And then Jerry just recently sent me this. I was using Tiger Balm prior, but this stuff, you can't buy it right now. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's sending me money. You guys are so awesome. You're the reason I get to do things like stay in these awesome hotels. But this Rocket Pure, oh my gosh, if you can get your hands on this, you can literally have your feet beaten up through the day, rub this on the bottom of your feet, and the next day your feet are just like, oh, I mean, like you'd even hike. This stuff is amazing. And this is my favorite, the peppermint. So that's what I do for feet. The other thing I do with my feet, halfway through my hike, I will stop, like take a lunch, and I take my socks and shoes off, and I let my feet air out. I think that's huge for preventing your feet from getting like blisters. That's just my opinion. But it's worked for me. And I've had zero. I think I'm at almost 800 miles, or I'm right at 800 miles I've hiked so far. And I've had 0 blisters. And I have seen a bunch of people with a lot of blisters. So that also answers Chris Akani. Hi there. How are your shoes? Yeah, that answers that question. So second pair of shoes. And truthfully, I threw away those other pair, and those were still a good pair. I should never have thrown those away. But they got 500 miles out of them. I mean, I'm just seriously loving the Saucony shoes. Julie Muzzy asked, is there something you look forward to the most when you get to town? Yes, showering. Seriously. I have never loved showers more in my entire life than I do now. I love showers. I love washing my clothes and putting on dry clothes. I mean, seriously, being dry and clean is like the greatest thing ever. Let's see. Missy Jocelyn, will you be trying the Triple Crown? I can only concentrate on the one trail of mine because it's a lot of work. So I don't, who knows what the future will ever hold. I don't really have that on the horizon right now, but who knows? Can we do a celebrity group hike in the Smokies after you complete the AT? We'll see. We'll see about that, Tanya. Bernadette, how much weight did you lose or gain? I have gained no weight. I have lost weight. I don't know how much weight I've lost. I have no idea what I weigh. I know I've lost some inches because I've lost my hips. So my back doesn't want to stay on my hips because I don't have any hips. What's the most important piece of equipment for someone getting into hiking? Your shoes and your backpack. Those are the two, to me. Shoes are your most important thing. Everything else, even a pack, especially if you're just going to day hike. I mean, you could carry anything. If you're going to backpack, I definitely recommend getting fitted. I don't normally like to do that, large retailer, but REI is so good about, will you please, sorry, I'm talking to YouTube. I'm talking to this thing. The reason why I do say to go to REI, especially if you're new to it, is because they have a year warranty. So you can try things on, you can take it back. They don't have all the extensive cottage company things, and you can get a lot of cooler and cheaper and lighter stuff not at REI. But if you're new to it, I would still, that's my recommendation. Watch a lot of YouTube videos. That helps. Just know, no YouTuber is just don't look at YouTubers like they're experts at hiking. Yeah, they may have done tons of miles, but we're all just people with a camera going out hiking. And there's 1,000 different ways to hike. And there is 1,000 different types of gear. And there really is no one way. I see so many thru hikers out right now. We're all carrying different packs. We're all wearing different clothes. We all have different gear. We all hike different paces and miles, and we all have our own style. But guess what? We're all hiking to Maine. So I'm just saying, don't get hung up on gear and all that stuff, because you know, I mean, like I said, like Grandma Gaywood did in kegs, and she was carrying something. I mean, it can be done. Tracy, how is your sleeping bag going? Are you still warm enough? I sent my sleeping bag home. It was 10 degrees, and I was about to suffocate in it. I did get another one on Amazon that was I think it's like a 45 degree. I don't actually know, but it's a down blanket, and it only weighs a pound. So it's working really good for me now. I might get my other bag back when before I get to New Hampshire. So, or I'm going to get Jerry's, one or the other. Benji asked, do you know the exact model of shoe? It is the Saucony Peregrine 8. That is what I have. So yes, that's what I have. Charlie and Brandy, how have the people been when you go into the different towns? Everybody has been incredibly nice, incredibly accommodating. Every business, I mean, over and beyond. I mean, the post offices are crazy nice. I mean, they're just amazing. Oh, hey, Mama Bear is on here. Oh, that's awesome. She's such a sweetheart. She's the one who gave me this thing. This is one of my favorite pieces of gear. Like, seriously. I love this thing. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. So thank you for that, Mama Bear. Oh, see, I can't do this. Okay. I'm literally clicking this thing and it's not working. Peekaboo, what is better about those shoes than the Ultra? Well, the Ultras aren't comfortable to me. Like, I tried them on, they were horrible. I mean, keep in mind, just because you see like 4 or 5 YouTubers who say this is a shoe to wear, shoes are subjective. It is extremely important to try on your shoes first. If I just listened to what I saw other people on YouTube doing, it'd be bad. I mean, my gear would be very uncomfortable. So don't do that. Just try on shoes. A shoe should feel comfortable. You should not have to break them in. You should put it on. It should feel good. That doesn't mean you're not going to end up changing shoes, but it should feel good. And they should be wide enough. So it's important that when you get a pair of shoes, always go up a size. I always say go up a full size. A lot of people, they say half size. I say go up a full size. I mean, unless it's like when you put it on, it's about to fall off. But anyway, Kelly Sachs asked what's a good brand that doesn't break easy. Okay, so I'm using the Black Diamond Alpine Carbon Cork. Those things have been amazing. I mean, I can't tell you about anybody else's poles. A lot of people on trail use Lecky. But my Black Diamonds, man, I would put those through. They have gotten stuck in rocks and banged up. I use them every single night for my tent. Man, them things are just awesome. Like, they have just, I was thinking that today hiking. I was like, man, I love these trekking poles. They're so awesome. So, and they're very comfortable. So I really like them. Where do you get those stringy straws? It was actually just tubing. Like, then you get like a hardware store or something, and then you just cut it. Can you do a rundown of all your gear you have now? I can't do it in this live video because I got 30 minutes left. But when I'm done with my hike, I will definitely do like another gear video and show you exactly what I ended up with. Because I obviously have changed my gear a few times. Man, I never thought that. I mean, seriously, I've been backpacking for 6 years. And I thought I knew my gear. But you don't know anything about anything until you start through hiking. Through hiking is so different from overnight backpacking. So different. And you're going to feel different. You're going to want to do things differently. And I will say this, because there's always the joke about ultralight. And even I was kind of one of those people that I would watch all these people but with their ultralight stuff and roll my eyes and think, whatever. And I'm telling you, you get out on the trail and the first thing you start doing is, what can I get rid of? Oh, I'm already down to 20 pounds. Let me get rid of something else. So, yeah, when you hike all day long, you do not want to carry anything at all. All right, let me go back up here. What is your total pack weight? I honestly don't know now. It was under 25 pounds like a month or so ago when I was carrying heavier gear, and I'm not carrying that much gear. And so it's got to be less than that. It was quite a bit less until I got that down blanket, which added a pound. But I don't know, maybe 23, 24 pounds. I really don't know how much my pack weighs. Have I tried Keen shoes? I used to wear them a long time ago, but no, I'm a trail runner person now. And at this point, I'm basically stuck on Sauconys because those are awesome. I'm trying to see if I missed anybody else. Do you have a travel bidet? No. No, I had a bidet. I even took it on the trail, and guess what? I never use it because, you know why? Because water's scarce. And the last thing you want to do is use water. And if you get water, you want to drink it, not spray it on your butt. I'm just going to be honest. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, did I miss anybody else? Oh, I hope I didn't. And again, yes, thank you to everyone. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anybody up there, but I'm going to go back down here because prefer shelters or tents? Tents. I do not sleep in shelters. Ugh, hate shelters. I don't like them. They're not comfortable. Are you using your Ursack? No. We're not going to get into conversations about that. I'm just going to tell you, I'm not using an Ursack. It's heavy. Yeah, I'm not using it. I'm sorry. I'm just, yeah. I'll tell you, I'm not going to lie to y'all, but I might avoid some topics, because it's sensitive. Will you be 17 katana with Jerry? No, it's too far away. Bears, I'm not sure what the question is, Beverly, but really, bears are the least of your worries in the woods. I do still kind of worry about them. Like, I don't even know why. It's just stupid. I mean, it's so stupid. I know better. And yet, you know, it's just something for your brain to find to be goofy about. No, I'm not nervous about not having my quilt because I have another quilt and it's great. Thank you for the nice comments. What do you consider the toughest climb so far on your journey, Space Rock? Toughest climb. There's a lot of tough climbs. Probably maybe yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, day before yesterday, I think. I'm getting my days confused. I had to climb out of Palmerton, and there's like, I mean, you're bouldering. You're like, I mean, not bouldering. You're rock climbing, bouldering, I guess, whatever. And yeah, it was pretty sketchy. Like, it was a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be. So I would say that was the toughest. Yeah, it took me an hour and a half to hike a mile. It was that tough. But there's a lot of tough ups on the AT. Just so you know. Donna, have you heard from Poppins? Y'all just loved her, didn't you? I haven't. Well, she's on my Instagram. I haven't meaning to reach out to her. Because, well, I don't want to say where she lives, because I don't know if she wants people to know that. Well, maybe she doesn't care. She lives in New York. To see if she might want to come out and hike with me one day or something. But I haven't reached out to her yet, so I don't know. Scariest moment on trail. My scariest moment is climbing those rocks, and you'll see it kind of in the video when it comes out, but it's kind of almost like a smooth up, and then I went to go up, and there wasn't a foothold for me, and so I had my pack on, and of course that's what makes it so hard, because you have all this extra weight, so you start kind of leaning. So I got the bright idea to undo my pack, and I was going to take it off. Well, as soon as I undid it, like, my whole balance came off, and I was like, ah! And I was like trying to hold on to a rock. And luckily there was another hiker there. And he helped me. But that was the scariest thing. I've had literally no other scary moments. That was it. How do you hike without staying in shelters? Tent. You use a tent. Most people use tents or hammocks. Yeah. I feel like I missed some comments. Maybe I didn't. There's got to be a better way to do this. Okay. I don't know if there's any more comments there. I can't. It's just too much. I have not seen Camper. DBNCC, I don't know who that is either. But no, I haven't seen any of them. After you get to Katahdin, are you going straight back to Virginia? Yes. Maybe not like that day. I mean, like I'll probably take a Nero or at least or something, and then or whatever I got to do, I got to get logistically back. But yes, Elizabeth, I will be going straight back to Harper's Ferry. At that point, though, I am going to take a few days off to spend with my husband and go into DC before I finish out in Virginia. And no, I do not carry bear spray, Susan. Honestly, bear spray is black bears. Don't need it. I mean, that's my opinion. If it makes you feel better, use it. I mean, I might get somebody else to tell me, oh my gosh, no, you need it. But keep in mind, bear spray is only good if the bear's within 30 feet of you and there's no wind. So most bears are not going to get that. They're just not. If go back and watch my video, day 34, and I was eating salmon, and I had a smorgasbord of food laid out, and a black bear wouldn't even come near me. You just got to yell at him, make him think you're really scary. How is the Garmin InReach working? It works great as a lead weight in my backpack. I like to sit at home. I mean, it works great. I've only used it twice. So I can't say anything about it, but it worked for the 2 times I used it. So, are you going to do the PCT? I had hopes or dreams of doing it. I don't know yet. I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. It's definitely not something I can think about right now. I miss my husband too much. I don't know if I can go another 6 months. I don't know. So as of right now, I don't know. I'm just, Deb, as far as your question goes, right now, I'm just trying to not think about that kind of stuff at this point. I've still got quite a ways away from Maine. So I'm that's honestly the last thing I want to think about right now. That whole thing has just got me. Anyway. Anything else here? Have you seen bears? Yes. Watch my day 34 video, I think is what it is. Alan Spence, favorite podcast. I like true crimes. I like self-help type stuff. One girl I've been following, she's pretty new to podcast. She used to be a YouTuber, or she's still a YouTuber. And her name is Katrin Bent, and she does like life coaching type thing. I really like hers. Okay, guess I got everything there. Early riser. Thank you for that, early riser. I appreciate it. Yeah. Charlie, are there many water crossings on the Appalachian Trail? So far, I've had none that I would say are anything that are not like basically walking across rocks. Now, it's been kind of dry. Maybe it would be different if it had been like pretty, like pretty rainy year, but oh no, wait a minute. I forgot. I had one water crossing. I had the beaver dam. That was fun. I wish I'd put my feet in deeper. I was trying so hard, like to not get my legs down in it, that which I did. There was another guy that went through it and hit it up to his knees. But I was like using my trekking poles to like walk across the beaver's dam, like the dam they had built under the water. And so I was able just to basically get like my ankles wet. But that was actually fun. I kind of enjoyed doing that. I'm weird. Yeah, damn them beavers. Yes, I've already done lay high, and that's the one I was talking about as the scary. It is terrifying. It was terrifying. Like, if you did it with no pack on, I don't think it's as bad. But if it's raining, you don't do it. Like, no. No. And if you, and a pack on your back, it was pretty freaking scary. It was. I mean, no lie. It really was. What are you most excited about that's coming up for you? Oh, multiple things. First, that I'm going to see more places I've never been ever in my life. I'm excited that New Jersey has like a beach that you can go and like camp on. So I want to do that. I'm excited for all the delis that are in New York. There's a zoo I can go through. I don't know, just seeing the New York skyline. I'm just really excited. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like this is, I hate to say it like that, but like where it's getting good, you know? I don't know. I mean, so I'm pretty excited. I hear a lot of really cool stuff that's coming up, so don't send your Garmin home. I'm not going to send it home, but I'm going to just complain about it being heavy, okay? I wish I'd gotten the mini. What is your most memorable what is your most memorable trail town so far? Oh man, I've liked several trail towns, but I mean honestly, I guess when I think about a trail town that just kind of comes to mind real quick is Hot Springs, you know, because of so much that's I got off there, I got back on there, just the hospitality I received. But honestly, where am I now? Delaware Water Gap's pretty cool. What else we got here? Hiking solo. I sleep with black bears. Hey, that's all right. It probably work better for you. Black bears, good people. Yeah, the footbridge is repaired at Harper's Ferry for sure. Run into any other AT YouTubers? There is another guy that was YouTubing. I forgot his channel name. It's RB something. All the YouTubers that I knew got off trail, and I don't think they're gonna hike till next year. I mean, the ones that I have seen. I was hoping to meet Wild, but he's a little bit behind me. He might catch up to me here. He was booking it. So, oh hi, all the way from London. Oh, there's my daughter. Hi Ash. I will call you when I get off of this. Yeah, Deb, the day at a time is how I have to kind of do it right now. Because otherwise, you know, I know if y'all watched other videos or heard me talk about it, you know, I do have anxiety. And I do still have it on the trail. Not as bad, but if I, there are certain things that do cause me anxiety. And if I start thinking too far in the future, it gives me anxiety. So I'm not doing that. I mean, you know, things have way to change all the time. So, and honestly, you guys have been so like helpful. I mean, so many of y'all have said, hey, I'll help you out here and here. So I'm counting on you guys to help me out when I need you, when the time comes. So yeah, I think I already answered that, Miss Jocelyn, about what I'm looking forward to. I guess the most, like the very, very like immediate future of what I'm looking forward to is crossing that Pennsylvania, New Jersey line, which I'll be doing that Sunday. So, just knocking that another state out, man. I mean, that motivates you. You know, when you knock those states out, you're just like, oh man, I'm doing something. I'm not just gonna be out here for the rest of my life. Any food you're sick of eating? I haven't really been eating any ramen, and anytime I'll see it in the store, I'm like, ugh, no. I'm starting to get sick of north sides. You know what I'm not sick of, which is so weird? Cliff bars. I didn't like them when I came out on the trail. I was like, ugh, Cliff bars. And then I started eating them with peanut butter, and they're just kind of easy and convenient to buy and eat while you're hiking. And now I'm still kind of like Cliff bars, which is so weird. Just weird. But there you go. Do you drink coffee on the trail? I have it in the morning in my Carnation Instant Breakfast. I just drink it cold, like I shake it up, because I am not like, I'm one of those people, I get up, it takes me forever to get going. I don't know why, because I wake up at 5 a.m. almost every morning. I wake up as soon as those birds start chirping. They chirp right at 5 a.m. and they're like, and I'm awake. And then it still takes me 2 hours to get going. So I'm on the trail usually by 7. And if I made breakfast, I would be on trail at 8. So no, I just eat a bar, drink my Carnation Instant Breakfast and my coffee, and I go. Donald asked, do you listen to music with earbuds while hiking? Only one. I put one in and then one out. I always hike like that. So I always hear stuff. And I'll switch ears, when this area gets kind of tired of, words, then. I have not met Hickory yet. Have you found any hydration drinks that you recommend carrying when hiking? If you're not through hiking, you're just going to go do some day hiking or even overnight, body armors. They're amazing. They taste so good. And I like, usually when I leave out of here, I'll get a body armor to take with me. Well, you say don't do it if it's raining. What happens if it starts raining just before you get there? There is a bypass trail that you can take, and that's just my opinion. I would recommend doing it. And if you're going up and it starts raining, turn around and go back to the bypass trail. What is your favorite thing to see as you walk on the trail? Animals. I like seeing all the little animals. I always get really excited when I see an animal. It don't matter what kind. It can be even bug. I don't care. Y'all are cracking me up. Have you seen moose? Well, not yet because they're in Maine. But I did see moose in Glacier. So, yeah, you want to kind of keep a little bit of a distance. But they're beautiful animals. Are you using a hydration mix? I did buy some Nuns. I'm not a huge fan of Nun. But I bought it because it does have better electrolytes in it. But I usually try to buy something that's got like electrolytes or something in it. Yeah, when we get to Massachusetts, I have no idea. Not anytime soon, thank goodness. Do you have any idea how many colors you eat or use each day? Charlie and Brandy asked. No, but I know I don't eat enough calories. I know I don't. I like to believe I do, but I don't. And then when I get into town, I make up for all those calories and I eat a bunch of food. But I've been trying to do better. Like I'm trying to make sure, I eat through the day, and I am getting more hungry, as I, I find myself eating more, at a sitting where I wasn't before. But I have a hard time eating when I'm working out, I do. So it's tough, but I do hydrate. I'm almost always hydrated very well, like too well. Like I'm taking bathroom breaks like every 10 minutes on the trail. If there was one place you would like to see a trail angel that hasn't been, where does there need to be one? Peekaboo. That is an amazing question. There should be one, as many as possible, trail angels between Bowling Springs in Pennsylvania to Duncannon. I mean, that stretch is like there's no water sources. Well, there's water, but it is not good to drink. And we're not even talking like you can get it and filter it and drink. We're talking there's like pesticide stuff. This is like from the farms. So yeah, you don't filter and drink that stuff. You leave it. And so that would be amazing. And I'm going to give y'all a little, maybe you don't want it, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. A little advice on if you want to do trail magic for thru hikers. What I personally love getting as a thru hiker, and what I've talked with other thru hikers and what they like too. And that is, obviously, ice cold water is always a good thing when it's warm. Obviously, if it's like cold in the middle of winter, they probably won't want cold water. They'll want something hot. But ice cold water or ice cold Gatorade, even like sodas are good too. But believe it or not, even just ice cold water, because most of the day you're going to be hiking and your water isn't ice cold. Particularly like if it's a droughty time. Fresh fruit and vegetables are huge. I mean, like, that's just something no thru hikers normally will carry because you're not going to get enough calories from it and it's heavy. So they won't carry it. But, oh my God, I got some amazing trail magic one day from a family that gave me a bunch of vegetables, and it was the most amazing trail magic. It's just funny, because like I said, thru hikers want things that they're never going to carry on the trail. They don't want trail mix and granola bars and stuff that they eat all the time. I mean, they want stuff that they're never going to carry or eat, normally. When you get down, how do you lift yourself up? Sometimes I just have to kind of like throw a fit, like to myself. You don't have to cry it out, or I have to just kind of, I don't know. I just kind of have to have a moment sometimes, and it usually just passes. The funny thing is a lot of times it's really just, you're on an emotional roller coaster all day long. You just are. I mean, you're mentally, all this stuff's going on, physically, all this stuff's going on. And so it just kind of really messes with your emotions, with your thoughts. A lot of times just taking breaks. I think breaks help a lot. Claudia, you're gonna make me cry. I know you don't mean to, but have you met Fresh Crowns yet? No, I'm really like sad and disappointed because I've watched, for several years other thru hikers meet him, and he just does this like amazing trail magic, like cooks food, and he's quit. He's gotten off the trail. He's not going to go any further north, and I missed him. So I mean, I'm really like disappointed, and I think I'm more disappointed because I realize it's because of this year and everything that's going on. And it doesn't seem right, because I can tell you, and I don't want to get into a conversation about this because I know it's a sensitive subject for so many of us. But what's happening out in the world and on the TV is not what is on the trail. Just understand, no matter what people tell you about the trail right now, the trail is like a sanctuary. Trust me when I tell you, it's a sanctuary. It's not the same world. And, it's just kind of sad, when you see such a difference in what's happening. And I don't know. It just kind of breaks my heart. But I'm trying not to focus on that because that puts too much negativity in my mind, and I don't want to go there. Do you have a theme song? A favorite song? I have several. It would be hard to like say. But I guess if I had to name a theme song, it's been my theme song for years, I guess you could say. The song is called "Watch Me Shine." It's by Jody Pacini, and it's from the movie Legally Blonde. And if you go listen to it, you'll probably get why that might be one of my favorite songs. So it's been my favorite song for years. So, but more just like a motivating favorite song. Have you gotten spooked by runners yet? No, that's not, no. How often do you depend on shuttles to get to town for resupply? Honestly, not that often. I mean, I've had a few shuttles, but I don't know. I mean, I've not had a problem with it. I noticed many thugs use water bottles over hydration systems. What do you find better about a water bottle? What's better about a water bottle like this is it's 1,000 times easier to get water from a spring. When you have something like this, if you carry a few hikers do still carry a bladder, but keep in mind, it's harder to know when your bladder's empty or almost empty. You can see this and see how much water you got left, how much you're drinking. It's usually easier to grab, and it's less to feel at a time. So this is why it's easier, to use stuff like this as opposed to, like, say, a bladder system. A bladder also takes up a whole lot more room in your pack. It makes your pack weigh a lot more. Most thru hikers don't carry them, but every once in a while you'll see a couple people will. And that's why this was so amazing, because it's basically acts like a bladder without being a bladder. So that's pretty awesome. Thanks to Mama Bear. Okay, so we got like 6 minutes left. Sorry to be like rushy, but I just didn't want to be, I got so much stuff I got to get done. And that's the funny thing is you think, when I say over and over again about how much work it is to through hike, I'm not exaggerating this, okay? You're literally waking up in the morning. Okay, so here's your day. You wake up in the morning, you have to, put all of your gear back into its bags or into its pack, put all that stuff away. Then you have to, maybe you're making breakfast, maybe you're not. Now you're starting to hike. You gotta get water. You gotta make sure you have plenty of water. You hike. Most hikers are still gonna hike 10 to 12 hours a day. Some even more. And that don't matter, whatever their pace, because if they're fast, then they're hiking longer miles. If they're not as fast, they're hiking shorter miles. So you do that all day long. Then you gotta go and find somewhere to camp. You gotta get a camp. You gotta get your water. Then you gotta make your dinner. You gotta set your tent up or your hammock up. You gotta blow up your pad. You got to put out all your things you need, maybe charge your electronics, whatever you're doing. And then that's to go to bed. Oh, Baby Yoda. Here's Baby Yoda. He's here. Hello. And that's every day. So that's every day you're doing that. And then the Nero days where you've hiked some miles and then you're taking a rest, you're still resupplying, you're doing laundry, you're getting yourself a shower. I clean all of my gear because I want to keep it in good shape. So I clean all my gear. Anyway, I'm just saying, it's a lot of work. And then of course I do YouTube, so I have to edit videos and things like that. So that's even more, and upload videos. So yeah, I mean, it's just so time consuming. So I have a Sawyer filter. I don't put it on the top, rarely. I usually just put clean water in here. I have a Ceanoc bladder and that works really well. And that's the way I like to do it as far as, do you enjoy editing your videos, the video process? I do. I really do. Coming from a graphic design background, web design background, it just kind of fits for me. And I really enjoy what I create from it. So I do. How do you keep your phone and batteries charged? I use a portable charger, a portable battery bank, like an Anchor. And I have a large one. It's 20,000 milliamps. And that will allow me about 4 days of charging my iPhone. For 5 days. I can get 5 sometimes, but 4 or 5. All right, I think I got all the questions. Daniel, will you be done with your hike before winter? I hope so. I'm hoping to be done by the end of October, if not the beginning of November. I like to be done at least before Thanksgiving. That's what I would like. All right, I think I got all the questions. Well, yeah, I do use a headlamp, but not very much, just in, at camp. Any hiking in the dark? I did one day for like 30 minutes, but it was in the morning going into daylight. It was okay. I'm not a big hike in the dark person, not even because I'm scared. There's nothing to see. So, I mean, I'd only be doing it to make miles, and I don't feel like I've needed to do that at this point. So, and do I carry a book? No, I have way too much time. I have to edit videos, so that's my book. Otherwise, yeah, I would probably carry a book. Possibly. Well, I don't know. Kathy, are you thinking of an AT tattoo? Oh yeah, I'm absolutely getting an AT tattoo. That is an absolute guarantee. This arm I want to finish out, and it will probably get finished out with something related to hiking, to the trail, to AT, all of that. Yep. Holly, are you hiking on your own? Do you wish you had a friend with you? I have other hikers around, and I've been lucky enough that, even as I lose a hiker, like I hiked, I mean, you've seen my videos, I've had different hikers, different times. I've been around another hiker here recently. I've seen Lucky. We've been kind of about the same mileage lately. So I've seen him at camp and stuff like that. And that's helpful. But the nice thing is with the trail, even and you always end up losing people. I mean, some people don't. Some people develop a trampoline. I really don't have a trampoline. I haven't had a trampoline. Um, and it's okay. I mean, I would probably say the closest I came to a trampoline would have been like Dusty and Two Wheels and Surefoot. I think if I could have, kept hiking with them, but with having to get off trail because of the pack and everything, I couldn't. So, but it's okay. There's always people other hikers out here, and I see them along the way. So it's pretty awesome. And last question, and then I'm gonna say goodbye for today. I hope I was able to kind of answer your all's questions. But yes, my family is very supportive. My husband is incredibly supportive. My kids, my mom, my mother-in-law, my friends. I've had so much support on this trail. It means the world to me. You guys mean the world. I love reading your comments. I'm sorry I'm not liking them. It's just really hard to try to even comment. I know a lot of y'all send me messages. I want you to know I read them, but unless like it's something in the moment that I can like reply to, I'm just not able to. I mean, it's just too hard while I'm hiking. I mean, it's just, like pretty much all my focus has to be through hiking at this point. But I want you to know I really do appreciate all of y'all. I mean, I'm just like overwhelmed and humbled by how much support I've gotten, and how many of y'all say you love watching me and you think I'm great, because I don't know, I just think I'm just another regular person like everybody else who just in my face. So again, I do appreciate y'all, and I'll try to do another one of these maybe in like another month or something, when I take another zero, and maybe when I get out of New York or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thank you for being here. I hope you all have a really good night, and I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you, and thank you again for all of the wonderful gifts. You guys are amazing. All right, bye.